Future Market has thousands of board games at discounted prices. Click the direct link below for Ticket to Ride Berlin or any other game. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to be jumping on some streetcars in Berlin, but we're also going to be taking the subway around the city to get to where we need to go to. Today we're taking a look at Ticket to Ride Berlin. This is the next series of the sort of small box, quick 15-minute versions of Ticket to Ride, like New York and San Francisco and London and Amsterdam. So let's take a look. I'll show you what's different about this one. Here are the quote-unquote train cards in Ticket to Ride Berlin, just to show you the artwork of these. I love that the Wild is a bicycle, really cool. This is a Days of Wonder taxi, interesting. Boat looks kind of cool, double-decker bus, the sort of the rail line there that has, it's connected to the top electricity there. So just showing the art on the cards in this one. Now here is the board for this one. It is a elongated board with the score track on the side that actually goes up and then snakes down. I do not like snaking tracks, but that there is one here. Now I'm not going to show you how to play Ticket to Ride, just generally speaking. I'm going to show you what's different about this one. If you have never played Ticket to Ride, you can check out my standard Ticket to Ride review on my channel. Now the big twist here is that there's two types of cars. You get sort of the street cars here. And those are going to go on the ones, you'll notice it's almost like two little mini cars, and you can tell that these ones go here. All of these go sort of in the middle aspects of the board. But, and that's what it looks like from the side, but you also have subways, but you only have 5 of these subway cars. These all go around the outside. And how these work are, if you want to go here, it has two little slots. That means you have to play 2 pink cards, or a combination of pink and wild. And you'll be able to place your subway on just like this, but you only have 5 of these. Now the streetcars score pretty much standard to Ticket to Ride, 1 for 1 point, all the way up to 4 of them get you 7 points. Now the subways, depending on whether you played 1, 2, or 3 cards, you will get 1, 3, or 5 points. That is literally the difference. There's no sort of end game bonuses or anything like that. It's like literally all the outside is subways, and it's sort of a knife fight to get out there because A, they're only on the outside, and B, you only have 5 of these. You have to find the right time to use these. That is pretty much how Berlin works. And I'll just show you what some of the tickets look like for non-German players. The cities are going to be a little harder to pronounce than, say, the standard Ticket to Ride of your home country. Before we get to the moment you've been waiting for, I wanted to let you know that Game Toppers Kickstarter 4.0 is coming soon. Well, they'll have 10 new thematic game mats, including Vincent Dutray's Lost Worlds Jungle Mat, and new accessories and storage solutions, along with custom thematic art on rails of the Game Toppers, and they're giving away the new Young Sherlock Game Topper package, which is great as a movable coffee table, children's gaming table, and for puzzles. Scan the QR code or go to GameToppersLLC.com to enter and win now. What I like about this, well, these are one of those bite-sized Ticket to Rides, 15 minutes. New York is still my favorite of all these. But it's, hey, you want to play Ticket to Ride, or you want to introduce people that don't play games to Ticket to Ride without having them have to sit down for 45 minutes? That's what these are for. Do you need more than one of these bite-sized ones? It depends how much Ticket to Ride you play. I would say probably not, unless you're often finding yourself with only a bite-sized amount of time to play things, like before you go to work or in between dinner and bed or whatever. Then, if you often play shorter games like this, then sure, you'll want more of them. But if you're more often going to play the full Ticket to Ride, but use this to introduce it, I'm not sure you need all of these. Now, in this game, the big thing is the best part. You're managing 2 different train types. Now, in the original Ticket to Ride, you're managing your trains because you're like getting towards the end of the game and you're like, I'll pull some tickets, and you'll be like, that one is it's gonna take 8 trains to get that line. I only have 7 left. Ugh. Here, it's like double downs on that, where you're like, oh, okay, I only have 1 subway left, but I've got 3, rail cards left, stuff like that. And now you've got 2 of them to manage. You can find yourself hosing yourself over by not making sure you have enough of either or both of those. And since you only have 5 subways, they go quick. So this is less forgiving than most of these. This is the least forgiving small box Ticket to Ride game, for sure. It's also pretty cutthroat because you only have 5 of those subways, because they really help you move around the outside of the board to kind of get the place you want to connect to. the game can be pretty cutthroat. I think this might be the least forgiving and the most cutthroat small box version of this Ticket to Ride series. And I like that aspect of it. What did I not like about it? It might be too unforgiving for new players. I played this with someone who hadn't played Ticket to Ride for ages, and they certainly took some tickets and ran out of trains too fast, as I just mentioned. It's just one of those things that you gotta know about, because now you've got two different types of trains. They run out so fast in these games, and so it can be a little unforgiving for new players, a little too unforgiving. You really gotta have them watch out for that. And also, this is just a silly little thing where, like, usually if you're playing a game of Ticket to Ride and you're playing it with city names of areas that you're not geographically that familiar with, sometimes even with the cards and the names, it's kind of hard to find them. It's not a graphic design issue here. This is this is just a silly, people that live in North America sometimes, or specifically the United States, tend to generally be not great at geography. I'm one of them that's not great at it, and I've been in Germany before. I think it was in Strasbourg, it's not easy for some of these names for people that aren't from that place. And that's pretty much for all Ticket to Rides, though. But that's what I think. I think if you're looking for a pretty unforgiving, pretty cutthroat, smaller 15 version of Ticket to Ride, I think this is it. Do you need them all? Not unless you're playing a lot of small games. This has been the Game Boy Geek, breaking down barriers, growing relationships to board games by helping you find the next one you'll love. Game Toppers not only transforms your existing table into a high-quality gaming solution, but they now offer full leg kits and dining cover solutions for the full table application. Paired with over 20 styles of thematic game mats in 11 different sizes from notable board game artists like Vincent Dutray, collapsible cup holders, and real cool accessories, experience what thousands of other gamers enjoy by upgrading every game you play with a Game Topper system. Save hundreds of dollars on Game Topper package deals that are in stock now for immediate shipping at GameToppersLLC.com or click the link below.